So we've got our first trailer for Fast 10, and it's a long one, 3.5 minutes long. It's got more movie stars. I'm curious to find out what insane things Dom will be doing this time. If you're in Portland or the Oregon area, I will be at Fan Expo Portland next weekend, leading two different panels and doing a couple of different fan meet and greets. Details are down below in the description. Let's do this.
I know that this road has been very hard. And yet here you are, building this magnificent family.
What's going on in that head of yours?
Something little B said it. He said, Dad, you're not afraid of anything. But I am. I'm afraid of losing someone I love.
Family.
Dominic Toretto, you're about to learn all about fear. Boom! You built such a beautiful life, filled with love and family.
I never got that chance.
You stole that from me. My future. My family.
And now,
I'm gonna break yours. Piece by piece.
He's coming for you with everything.
What's the plan, Dom?
I'm not sure anymore.
One of us might not come back from this. But we have to fight.
Never accept death when suffering is owed.
Armed and dangerous. Ain't too many can bang with us. Label us notorious.
It's a setup.
He's trying to tear us apart.
Our situation is a tight one. What you gonna do? Fight or run?
Winning used to be about winning. We raced for respect. Today, I raced to stop the bloodbath.
That's the problem with having such a big family. How do you choose the ones you save?
Let's race. Ain't too many can bang with us. Label us notorious.
You still know how to drive? What do you think?
It's showtime.
Here we go!
Game recognizes game.
I'm coming for you, son.
Here they come.
You will never be able to break my family.
Good morning, sunshine.
You gotta be kidding me.
Alrighty, real quick before I let you know what I thought about it, go ahead and join me down below in the comment section. Let me know, what did you think about it? Also, I've done some various different Fast and Furious rankings, things like that in the past. You can check them out right up here whenever this video is done. I'm going to watch that one more time, see all the insanity that's in there, maybe try and count the number of times they say family, and then we'll get talking about it. Alright, so by now, we kind of know what to expect from a Fast and the Furious trailer and movie. That strong emphasis on family, melodrama, insane over-the-top action set pieces, and that's everything that you got in this trailer. And, you know, especially with the last several they've been doing, they find all these little ways to tie back to previous movies and pull people from things and have someone out for revenge because of this thing they did in the past. And so now we find out Jason Momoa has some ties back to what went down in Fast 5, and he's very angry about it, so he is out to make Dom and his family pay. And when you have family, that means you have a lot of people who can pay for what you've done before. I mean, is it exactly kind of what I expected? Nothing really new here, nothing really surprising, nothing particularly different. I don't know that I wanted anything surprising or different. This is a franchise that I know exactly what it offers me. Just insane, stupid fun that takes itself seriously while also knowing that this is not serious at all. They'll have all the very melodramatic moments and then cards in space, and they'll put them side by side and be cool with that. Feels like this one it's trying to dial it back. Not that this is grounded, not that this is like, this is the gritty Fast and the Furious movie, but the last movie literally marketed itself with like the Tarzan car swing and cars in space and magnet things sucking cars towards it. It literally marketed itself based off of what's the dumbest things that we can do that are awesome. This trailer, you have all sorts of outlandish stunts taking place, but it's not a car swinging like Tarzan. It's not a car in space. And maybe, next trailer we'll get time traveling cars or a Dom riding a dinosaur that's driving a muscle car or something like maybe we will get that in the next trailers. But as of this point in time, it was much more very focused in on the motivation of our villain and the stakes for Dom and his family. And even the nature of our outlandish stunts, not that, like I said, not that they're grounded, but, it's like thing rolling, bouncing over car, person riding motorcycle does like a Ricky Henderson slide into second base maneuver off of a motorcycle and then keeps on running, which if you were to do that in real life, you'd have no skin on the bottom of your leg and your pants would fall off. But it's that sort of thing, that the pants don't fall off, the leg wasn't skinned, as opposed to car driving in space. That's probably wise. When you have cars in space, you've turned into self-parody. People like me still had a lot of fun with it. Great date night with my wife. However, maybe going a bit too far there. So dialing it back. All that said, I will also say that while it delivered everything I kind of wanted, you reach a point in time when you're at the 10th movie, you start to see some beats that feel a little bit familiar. That a family member of someone that Dom defeated in a previous movie is out for revenge to take out the family. That's Fast and Furious 6. That's how Jason Statham joined all of this fun. So there's like some things in there that feel a little bit like, we kind of done this a little bit before in the past. I'm like, they're trying to break us up. Fate of the Furious. Try to break them up by bringing Dom onto the other side. We've done that. So it feels a little bit like we're kind of doing a greatest hits routine here. And, my expectations for these movies are just to do a bunch of silly stuff that puts a grin on my face. And they've been doing that for the last 12 years or so. I actually wasn't didn't enjoy this franchise all this much. I wasn't too into it for the first decade it existed. The first 4 movies, like, oh, they're fine, yeah, car movies, Point Break with cars, whatever, cool. And then with Fast 5, it kind of made a pretty big turn of it shifted into a different kind of category for me that I kind of have more fun with. Not that all of the ones from last year's are better than all the ones from the first four films, but it's kind of dramatically changed my interpretation of all of it. And when you've, by now, you don't have to think about it, the first one came out over 20 years ago. So a large percentage of my audience weren't born when the first movie came out. The Fast and the Furious franchise is now legal adults. They can buy cigarettes and alcohol. Can't rent a car yet, but it's a grown-up franchise. And see, when you've spent that much time with the characters, you just get used to being with them and enjoy all the little adventures much more so than I even did when some of them first came out back in the early zeros. So I'm rambling. I had fun with the trailer. I got what I wanted. I think Jason Momoa is a really nice addition. He's just especially for a franchise like this, he makes a lot of sense. Brie Larson feels like a weird pick to throw in there, but her career path's been a little bit odd. Oscar person gets cast in Captain Marvel, and then now she's in a Fast and the Furious movie. That's a weird trajectory to go on. Like, you've already got your big blockbuster franchise. You don't need another one where you're like 17th on the cast because the family's so large by now. Like, weird pick, but okay, whatever. I don't know why you're doing it, but cool. And fun one, Alan Reacher. I forgot he was in it. And then I saw him pop up for like half a second. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Reacher's going to be in this movie. So that's one that I go, that makes sense. This is a dude that's 6'2", 6'3", 240 pounds of muscle. He fits in this franchise. Whoever he's going to throw down, hopefully he throws down with someone cool. And I love that he's getting brought in here. Fits the franchise. Brie Larson, kind of a weird pick. Okay. Don't know what drew her to this series, but that's what she wants to do with now having a blockbuster franchise, Oscar stuff. Okay. But yeah, got what I wanted. Maybe a few things a little bit too reminiscent. Probably a good thing they're dialing things back. I imagine a lot of people will feel like there's a bit of a been there, done that with this. Because they have been there, they have done that. That is a fair criticism if you see this trailer and think that. I gotcha. I understand where you're coming from. I still have fun with the insanity of it all. You can check out my other Fast and Furious content right over there. I will be at Fan Expo Portland next weekend running 2 different panels, 2 different meet and greets. Details are down below. Thank you for watching. Keep talking movies and TV too much. Bye-bye.